Okay, so here's a nice entry. What we're looking for here is fairly prompt. Good. 4 on the floor. Make sure the horse stands. And then practice a salute. I know it's silly, but okay. Don't overdo. Don't over. As a matter of fact, I recommend not to lose eye contact with what's going on. That's fine. Just, yeah. Yeah, just you don't have to check if it's raining or not either. Okay? Just come in, acknowledge that the judge there. Some just stand up, some don't. Just the requirement here is that you take your hands off the reins. Okay? That's the requirement. So you come in. That's enough. Okay? Sometimes the young riders and so on, we see really funny things. Yeah, all sorts of things. And also, when you have multiple judges at the championship, you don't salute every judge. You salute only the judge at C. Sometimes it's funny when you go dunk, 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 dunk. Okay? But don't make a big deal of it. The main thing is and it's very important, that you establish your halt. The horse stands still. Then salute. A lot of people come in and get much too quick and salute, and during the salute, the horse moves. You just lost a bucket of points. Yeah? Because the requirement is that the halt is established. He's doing beautifully right now. He's been standing still here and saying, come on, get moving. Okay? But again, for you, nice and tall, and you just sit up, smile. Check. Okay? What does the judge want to see in the front? So it's an old joke. 2 front legs and a smile. Okay, if I see 2 front legs, I assume that the horse is straight. I can't see if the horse is standing a little bit behind. And a smile is always reassuring that nobody is going to kill you. Okay, move. It's test 1, which means automatically you know you can be turning left. Okay, everybody knows that the uneven numbered tests always turn left. The even numbered tests turn right. It goes for all the tests throughout our national levels, and it's been that way. Well, at least the last 24 years that I've done anything, I had to do something with tests. Go. Cut. Nice and close to C. Don't turn too early. Then H to P. Medium trot. And go. Now you can sit still. Don't screw it up. Okay? And think about showing a nice difference. A little bit clearer difference. It's a long way from C. Now from K to E, the shoulder in. Yeah. And bring the shoulder around and make a nice angle. It's a long way from there. That's the shoulder in. You can ride a little bit deeper angle. And turn. Up. And now you made a mistake. Now we have to start over again. Okay. What was that nonsense? Yeah, but why did you try to straighten the horse? Okay? There's been some bad teaching going around. You do not straighten out of a shoulder in when you go into a turn. The shoulder in is a preparatory exercise already for the turn. So you stay here, shoulder in, and now you flow right into that turn. Now dead straight over to B. And then make the turn nice and tight and shoulder in. Yeah. And straighten. Now you straighten. And go to C. And then you have the halt. And this pace, don't do the rein back. He's a little bit too bracy. But we want to do this again. I hate to belabor the point here. Okay? Because it's very important. Now, our aim here is today to save points and show you. So you do in a shoulder, out of a shoulder in, you're gonna make a turn. You don't straighten. Fine. That's it. Sit. Play careful. Good. And now maybe a little more prompt up. Go. Move, not so much more. Go. Okay. Walks reserved for training level, first level. Okay. Up transitions right in front of the judge. So remember that? Whoa, hello there. Whoa. Whoa, take your time. Yeah, we need to control a little bit when people come down. It happens a lot in indoor arenas. When you ride indoors, and normally the diagonal lines are lined up with the stairs in an indoor arena. And people or children come bounding down. Mm-hmm. Wonderful time when the rider's just trying to get on the diagonal. That's it, take it easy. There. Now think about here, good half halt now, half halt. Everybody and his brother should see, I would say the blind man with a stick should see that you showed a nice transition there. Okay, now nice angle. You can ride comfortably 3.5. Okay, and turn dead straight over the center line. Shoulder in immediately for a relatively short distance. And now at M straighten and go deep in the corner, because that prepares you for the halt at C. Okay, now just get back to M and really ride a transition at C. Okay, and then do the rein back. Let's see, he's a little bit annoyed with all the activity. Half halt, half halt, half halt, half halt, half halt, and halt. 3 to 4 steps. I always recommend go for 4. Then if you have only 3, you still have a mission accomplished. Okay, that was not as good as yesterday, because yesterday, those of you who were yesterday, he did some very nice diagonal pairs. Today he was not in diagonal pairs, it was 1 step at a time. Okay, now let's continue. From C to S. A little unusual. C to S, medium walk. No, C to S. So you walk all the way to S, and then you cut across from S to P, free walk. So again, you want to show that relative difference. Now, say, everybody should say, ooh. Careful with your hands too far out, and don't stick that little finger out. It looks very sissy. You're controlling a 1,500-pound horse. You don't do that with your pinky sticking out. Okay, before F, you pick up the canter. And now from A to C, serpentine 3 loops with a simple change every time you cross the center line. Okay, and canter. Okay, it's pretty okay. The geometry is quite good. Anytime you cross this line, you're halfway done. And dead straight over the center line and go. Okay. Okay, you just got 3 scores for that. Okay, M to P medium canter, and A circle 10 meters. Go, that's it. Go, show, yeah, careful. Yes, and 10-meter circle. That's getting a little tighter. Okay, K to B change rein. And B to M counter canter. Okay, and at M, medium walk. Prepare, don't wait too long, walk. Prepare for a canter depart at C. And then H to V medium canter. Most our lower level tests mirror tests that you do everything both ways and go. And again at A, 10-meter circle to the left. I want to make sure that the horse can do 10-meter circles to the right and to the left. And again, guess what? F to E. So the short diagonal. E to H counter canter, at H collect the trot. Okay. And then, sorry, M to V, I'm sorry, collected trot, M to V trot. Yeah, medium trot. I was just looking at it again because I wanted to point out there's another one of those scores that you never hear about. I'll tell you in a second. And pop to V, good. Good, transition. And just prepare now to come home. Sit. Okay, good. That part's okay. In the middle it was a little bit iffy here and there. Okay. Yes, you're a good boy. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I don't have any treats. Like yesterday, I eat them. Yes. Okay, what was... Serpentine. They're all right, okay? But
it's all new stuff, so it's
yeah,
where it should be.
Right. No. But same thing for you. I think you got a little more nervous.
I know.
That's why we're doing this, okay? Right. But I'm trying to do it with not so much pressure. Now we're going to do a little more pressure because we're going to have to write you the whole test, okay? But also for the people listening over on this side, yeah? When I said, it's another one of these scores that most of you, unless you look at test sheets, don't even know about, okay? The transitions at H, and M and V, all three transitions, have an extra score. It's never read, okay? The test reader will never read that to you, okay? But the judge is obligated to put a score to the transition score. That's why transitions are so important. There's a long story to that. It was way back when my predecessor, Colonel Thackeray, he was, at that time, the only O judge we had. Always said, we don't write transitions in the United States. Because he was already one of the early judges judging in Europe, and believe me, in Europe, they write transitions very accurately. There's some good reasons why. A, they're drilled to it, but B, especially in those days, most of the arenas were 20 by 40s. And believe me, if you're writing a 20 by 40, you better be able to write transitions, because otherwise you're smashing the walls very quickly. Yeah? Plus in a 20 by 40, you learn to write corners, because you need every inch of that arena, especially with those big horses. So much deeper writing in corners and much clearer transitions. That's drilled into the pony riders, that's drilled into the children, that's drilled into the juniors. By the time that's young riders, they look like little pros. And you'll find out if you see any videos on YouTube and other places, how deep the riders go in the corners. And then sometimes, not in our top competition, but in the normal shows, look at the corners. They look like wasteland. Looks like there are grenades in there. Nobody wants to touch them, yeah? Because everybody cuts the corners. We have to learn to be a little bit better to really ride as deep into the corners as possible. Very, very important. Again, that's where the points are. That's why I mentioned earlier when she came down here at M, to straighten the horse and really go deep in the corner, because in the corner, you can give that extra half halt, that extra preparation for whatever happens next. And this happens to be 10 meters down the road at C where there's a halt. If you cut the corner, all of a sudden you arrive already close to C. You might not even be straight yet, and you have to halt. So the corners, I always say, corners are your friends. That's those four corners. If there's any area where you can make some corrections, it's in the corners. Use them.